basically, by attending classes, you have a chance to win some prizes. So it's going to be based on who does the most classes, and they'll look at who does the most in certain formats. So there's that as well. Okay, if anyone's watching the recording after the fact, I'm Deb. Welcome. Grab yourself, if you have some dumbbells, great. Grab yourself a towel or a yoga strap or a scarf or something that can mimic that idea. If you don't have any dumbbells, grab your laundry detergent. Grab a bag and, like a backpack or a tote bag and stick some books in it. And then obviously you can take books out and add books in based on the weight that you're looking for. So we're going to train our whole body. Cassandra, I've done this specific workout before. You might have done it with me, but it really uses the towel a lot. And I thought that would be a good one. Here comes somebody else. Given that not everyone may have a ton of equipment at home. So I'm going to just start the music, and I want you to, if you can give me a thumbs up and let me know if you want it louder, how you're feeling about it. Let me just get back to the first song. Here we go. So is that okay? Or is it way too loud? It's okay? Okay, perfect. That way I can still change the tempo. So grab your towel. We're going to use it for our warm-up. Hi, Kathy. I'm Deb. Towel, a scarf, a yoga strap, and some dumbbells if you have them. So we're going to use this to help us get warmed up. So I want you to hold the towel with your hands about shoulder distance and then pull it tight. So whenever we're using the towel in our hands, the idea is that we want to create lots of tension, and then you'll pull your posture into place and get your whole upper body active, okay? So keep that tension and squat side to side. Now your squats can start and even stay small. I want you to push your hips back because we're getting our ankles, knees, and our hips ready. So let's keep that coming. If you want, you can lift. So let me show you from the side. Your arms up to about shoulder height as you sit your hips back. Good. Now next time, bring your towel around your leg, but notice I'm still sitting evenly into both of my legs. So it's my torso that's rotating. Now take a look. Let's put those two moves together. So you can pick and choose all the different variables that I present to you. Because you know what? It's your workout. Next up, lateral lunge. Keep all 10 toes forward. And notice that I'm pushing into one hip and then the other. Okay? 10 toes stay forward. You keep going. I'm going to drop that just a touch. Good. Now take a look. You can add a rotation. Towel stays nice and tight. And then you're spinning your body so that your towel is essentially parallel to the opposite wall. Now, if you want, in the center, come back to that shoulder height. And then I'm going to give you one more choice. Take a look. If you want, come overhead or somewhere in the middle. Quite fast through our movements because I want you to get some blood flowing. It's pretty cold today. Step your right leg back. Look at this step. So I'm going to move my towel for a sec so you can see. I'm pressing my hips forward. Little step to open up through my hip flexor. Okay? Ugh. If you want, reach overhead and lengthen through the whole front of your body. So I find I need to take my hands out a little wider for this movement. Alrighty, let's keep this going. Lengthen from fingers to toes. 4 more. Next movement, bring your right heel forward. Heel and switch. So you're going to push your hips back. As you step your heel forward, feel free to keep your knee bent to get a good stretch down the back side of your leg. Now this time at a pull. So reach, pull, reach. So I'm gliding my elbows from wall to wall. Good, couple more. Let's change again. Right leg step forward, drop, push back. So this is called a crouch or a short stride lunge. Okay, cold. Luckily not too slippery because we don't have any snow, hasn't rained, so not a lot of ice on the ground. But imagine you're falling and then your body knows how to catch yourself to stop your momentum. That's what we're practicing. Now this rotation again is an option. Let's continue the same theme. Come up to shoulder height. Drop and reach. So I'll show you from the side. Catch yourself. Okay, do you want to try to take this right overhead? Then left. Small step, then reach. 4 more. I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of breathy. Heart rate's definitely rising. Now, one more movement to really get our hips warmed up. Take your feet a little bit wider. Keep your toes forward. Cassandra's used to this one, but we're going to practice slowly so we can get our hips even warmer. So take a look and join me. Slide down your right leg, swing a half circle, then lift and go the other way. So you'll bend your right leg, slide down your left leg, switch your leg and rise. Okay? Can we try it a little faster? Slide, swing, lift. Go down your left leg, sweep around, down your right leg, down your left leg. How about we do a few more? I was going to say 4, but I think we're going to do more than that because it takes a little getting used to, and it's so good for our hips. Slide, swing, keeping tension on your towel. We're going to use this as well, as I mentioned, in our training today. Good. 2 more. Slide, sweep around. Last one. All righty. How are we doing? Do you feel warm? Are we ready to work? So, you're always going to customize the workout. Our first sequence, we're going to work our legs in a traditional squat. So, depending on what you have access to, maybe you have 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand. Maybe you have 2, 1 on each shoulder. I'm going to grab 1 in the goblet position because then it will mimic if you have laundry detergent or a book bag. Okay, so something for our lower body, something for our upper body back using the towel, something that will focus in on our core. That's our theme today. So I've got my dumbbell up here, lots of different ways to hold it. Take your feet out at least hip distance, turn your toes out, but that really comes from your hips, okay? So you roll your thigh bones out from the hip socket. I'm going to show you the first 2 from the side, so you move from your hips. Okay, you ready? Let's sit, sink, and lift. So notice my knees stay in behind my toes because I'm moving my hips to initiate this. Now you don't have to go as deep as I'm going. You're going to work within what your capabilities are for today, and that can change every day, right? Now let me show you from the front. I'm pressing my knees out towards my pinky toes. Good. Keep pressing. Then imagine a big exercise ball. It's one of those big stability balls. It's between your legs. I want you to squeeze the ball as you stand and lift. I'm going to pick up the pace. Join me if you'd like. Drop. Now, if you want to keep it slower, of course, that's part of customizing the workout for your personal needs. Whew. Okay, I'm not cold anymore. I had so many layers on, including like snow pants when I walked my dog this morning. And now I'm really warming up. Next up, we're going to play with the range and the rhythm. Drop and hold. 2, 1, stand tall. 3, 2, I'll show you from this side. 3 little pulses. Stand tall. So hopefully your legs are starting to speak to you. Mine are not saying very kind words. Good. Pull your seatbelt in a little tighter around your core, around your midsection. Let's do 4 more of these. Ugh. And if you're like, Deb, that's okay. You just stop whenever you need to. Last one. Good. All right. So I'm going to tuck my dumbbell out of the way. Grab your towel. And let's set up like we did before the warm-up. So your hands are a little wider than or around shoulder length. Just make sure you're a little outside your thigh bones, okay? Feet, hip distance, knees a little bit bent. Pull your towel super tight, okay? Get the tension moving from your hips. Slide your towel to your knees and pull. Remember, you're keeping the tension on your towel the whole time. As you shift your hips back, slide down to approximately your kneecaps. I'll show you the front view. And I'm keeping my head in line with my spine. And you'll know if you're doing that if you're gazing at the floor every time you tip. So this is a Romanian deadlift. Now, if you want to hold dumbbells and do this, you absolutely can. I'm going to progress this move throughout the workout. Sorry, my earbud's just coming out. Just trying to fix that. All right, let's slow the pace. 3, 2, 1, and a big power lift. Hips press back. Towel pulls tight. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't sing. That's probably so loud in your house. It's hard for me not to sing, especially because I love this song. Couple more. Now we're going to reverse this. Come down quick. Drop. Slowly lift. Come again. Quick. Then slow reset. Pull, pull, pull on the towel. Pull, pull, pull. Woo. Drop. Pull. 4 more. And then we'll move on to our final exercise of this first group. Drop. Lift. 1 more time. Beautiful. Alrighty, so our core focused move, we're going to do a plank. So if you have a mat, or maybe you're on a carpet and you don't need it, or you want to get a pillow for your knees, whatever you need. I'm going to turn my mat this way. So wrists are under shoulders. You can be on knees or toes. If you choose especially to lift your knees, I want you to put your legs wide so you've got a wider base, because we're going to tap the opposite shoulder. Okay, you ready? So we can be here, which I'd much prefer if that means you can keep your torso very still and keep your tushy down instead of kind of letting it hike up, okay? Keep this coming. Now, press into your full hand. Make a big imprint, spreading your fingers wide. And of course, your body weight's going to transfer a little from side to side. That's inevitable. We're just trying to minimize that. Ooh, I love this song. Straight masterpiece. Living it up. So take a break, or you don't have to do the taps. We have 8 more. 6. Remember, this is just our first pattern, right? Couple more. Last one. Now to get out of it, push your hips back so you can crawl back. Hands can come on your legs to support yourself. And we just did the back half of a bear crawl, which is a great way to get yourself up off the ground. Grab some water if you need it. I'm going to grab my dumbbell again. We're doing some lunges this time. So same choices. If you want one in each hand, if you want one in each shoulder, I'm going to do the goblet position again. Okay? Feet are hip distance apart. Then we'll step back and in and switch. So the idea is that you're dropping your back knee under your hip. Now, you can make it a short stride like we practiced in the warm-up as well. Here we go. So right leg back. Step in and switch. Okay, you keep going, you keep going. I think I just want to drop the speed of our music a little. A little more. Good. Right leg back. And in. Now left leg back. I'll show you again from the side. So try to keep your shoulders stacked directly over your hips. Good. Keep this pace. And then your front knee, press out towards your pinky toe, because the temptation is to let it cave in. So we're going to avoid temptation today. 8 more. Then I'll play with the rhythm and the range, just like we did with our squats. Uptown, funk you up. If you're looking for something to watch today, I just noticed tonight, I was either 8 or 8:30 on TSN2 if you get it. Tennis, Canada is progressing forward in one of the, I don't know, the Davis Cup. Anyway, it's going to be good. Right leg back, triple pulse. Drop, 2, 1, step and change. Drop, 2, step and change. You ever had? Drop, keep pressing your front knee out. So left knee towards left pinky toe. Good. Keep that coming. Can you feel some heat really building in your legs? So we're building strength and endurance, which just gives you more longevity, right? You can repeat a pattern for longer, like walking, hiking, skiing, biking. Oh, okay, my friends, 4 more. Then we're done with this, okay? We'll grab our towel again. Final 2. Uptown, funk you up. Last one. Good. Tuck your dumbbell out of the way. Oh, I should let you know, though, don't be scared of my dumbbells. So they're adjustable. That's why it looks so big. They go from 10 to 90 pounds. I'm not at 90, don't worry. Not even close. I'm at 20. So grab your towel again. Same idea. Shoulder distance, pull it tight, feet hip distance apart. And I'm going to add on to the Romanian deadlift that we just practiced. So here's a slow one. We'll tip. Then I want you to pull and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Really pull your towel apart and stand. So again, you could be doing this with dumbbells or a band if you have that at home. Let me show you the back view so you can see how my shoulder blades wrap around my spine. Okay, then I'm not going to keep giving you that back view because that's not very pleasant. Pull and squeeze. Pretend my finger is right between your shoulder blades. You're going to squeeze it right here. Squeeze it. Then push through your feet and pull your towel apart even more. Good. Okay, we've practiced at this pace. Let's pick it up. Tip, pull, rise and shine. Tip, pull, rise and shine. Dip, pull. Oh, keep going, my friends. Tip, pull, and rise. Let me give you the front view so you can see that my chin stays neutral. My gaze comes to the floor. So I've got a long spine from head to tailbone. Can we play with the rhythm next? So stay and row 3 times. Pull. 2. Stand tall. Try again. Down. Pull 3. 2. Oh, I only need to do a few more. How about you? My shoulders are really feeling this. Are you keeping tension? So you're trying to rip your towel in half. Right there. Rip it in half as you pull. Excellent. All right. I don't know about you, but my shoulders need a little break. So our core focused move, we're actually going to lie on our backs for a bridge. I'll grab my dumbbell to show you that choice if you want it. Okay? So first, I'll show you how to set up the bridge, or remind for some of you. Your ankles are going to be under your knees, okay? And your feet pretty close to your backside. My knees are about hip distance apart. So then we're gonna lift our hips and lower, really pressing into your full foot. Okay, so that's choice one. Choice two, if you want, grab a dumbbell and it can go across your hips and just see how that goes for you. It may not be for you today, and that's fine. This is a wonderful exercise with or without the external load. And lower. Try to press your hip bones skyward, and then as you lower down, you can touch your tush all the way down, or you can just let it hover above the floor. Doesn't matter. Keep this coming. Press as high as you can. Remember to put some weight into your big toe. I find I tend to kind of let my legs flare out, so I really have to push into my big toe to keep my legs aligned. 8 more. See, the problem when I can't hear you is I don't get all the moans and groans of people going, what? Oh. 4 more. Then we wrap up our second set of work. We'll go back to leg training after this. Last one. Oh, beautiful. So keep in mind that all of this, right? All fair game. It's all part of your core. So up you get. Grab some water whenever you need. I'm going to grab a sip. And we're going to take our squat on the road. So let me show you first. We did our static squat. Now we're going to open our squat on a diagonal. If you don't want to do the diagonal, you can go side to side like we did in our warm-up, okay? Then decide if you want a dumbbell or not. If the diagonal squat is kind of novel for you, then maybe you want to try it without any weight just to build your movement confidence, okay? So I'm going to step my right leg out to the corner and then come back to face you. And now my left leg and come back. I'm still pressing my knees out towards my toes. But we're getting this extra hip movement and also some extra brain training. Okay, so just get used to the leg movement. And then I'm going to add an arm movement that you can decide if you want to do today or not. So you can add in a bicep curl. This would work with one dumbbell, or if you have one in each hand, it'll still work. Oh, this song is so appropriate. Welcome to my house. This is my basement, everybody. Otherwise known as our home studio, right? Our exercise space. Also our media room, Stefan's office, and the laundry room, multi-purpose. Uh-oh. Very fortunate to have this space, and that I'm not very tall because it's a low ceiling. So it works for me. On the right side, triple pulse. We hold 3, 2, come in together and switch. 3. I need to use a little bicep momentum to help me get back in there. You can keep your dumbbell up in the goblet position or any other way you choose. Can you feel all the accumulation, right? This is our third big set of leg training. Ugh. So it starts to really add up. 8 more in total. Especially at home, if you have access to lighter weights than you're used to at the boulevard, when we up the repetitions, then we can equal a heavier load. 2 more. Good, last one. Good, let me tuck my dumbbell out of the way. Back to your towel. This time, we'll go back to the Romanian deadlift, but the variation is to work on some balance training. You'll notice the setup is the same, feet hip distance, hands a little wider than your legs. I'll give you the front view and then the side. So I'm going to lift and lower. Here's the side view. Now look, Let me tuck my towel in a little. Another choice is to slide your toes along the ground. You're still working balance. You're still working your core and your legs, but maybe that just helps you to be more successful. Keep the tension on your towel the whole time. Welcome to my house. So I'm flexing my ankle and lifting my heel. Then I'm pulling my ribs in and my drawstring nice and tight, or my seat belt or belt. You can think of a belt. You just pull it one notch tighter. So your whole midsection is active. Oh, oh, welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Let me come to face you. 8 more. You may find wiggles and wobbles. That's very normal when we inject a balance component. Alrighty, 4 to go. Really flex your foot. Really lift from your heel. And last one. Good. All right. Whew. Grab your dumbbell again. Back to our legs. Lateral lunge this time. We warmed one up, but I'll show you and remind you. So 10 toes stay forward. Then we step to the side. Here, let me show you without the dumbbell so you can see how this leg, right, the leading leg looks like it's doing a squat, like it's actually leveling with the wall, okay? The other leg stays nice and long and you push into the outer edge of your foot, okay? Then I'm gonna grab my dumbbell and show you what that looks like and add my favorite movement. It's okay if you're still moving. I'm waiting for the music phrase. Here we go. So to the right, you can have your dumbbell hanging straight down like I'm doing. If you prefer this position, you can. But let me show you why I have my dumbbell hanging. I'm going to move my dumbbell, trying not to bang my knee. I'll show you from the side. So my body stays still. My arms move long and strong to challenge my core, trying to prevent my torso from rotating. Now I've got one more add-on, again, for you to pick and choose. Take a look. In the middle, upright row. So this sequence is one of my all-time favorites. Elbows lead, and they'll stay lower than your shoulders. Oh, are you exercising your most important muscles? Your smile muscles? Let's do 4 more. Oh, this dumbbell is quite bulky, so I have to be careful. I keep dinging my knees. Last one. Good. Grab your towel. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to do the core thing on the last movement. Okay, we'll do both this time. Okay, it's like, wait a second, something's missing. Come back to your towel position. My bad, sorry. Oh, so, 2 legs down, knees bent, starting with the Romanian deadlift, but then we're gonna add a reach overhead, like this. So we tip, we'll start slow, reach, tension, tension. So pull the towel apart. That way we can work all these important postural muscles on either side of our spine. Okay, let's do a few slow ones. Tip, press up, back to your knees, and lift. Slide down. Ooh. Okay, let's pick up the pace. Down, lift. Slide down your legs, then lift. Towel stays tight the whole time. So I really, really, really want you to focus on that. Whew. We'll do a bridge and a plank so that we get both core movements, the one that I missed and the one that's part of this sequence. Keep going. Slide, lift. I really start to feel this, the back of my shoulders and in all those little postural muscles called your erector spinae. Let's do 4 more. Ugh. Lift. 2 to go. And lucky last. Now we'll do the bridging movement first to give our shoulders a little recovery. So come onto your back. You don't need a weight this time because we're actually going to move our legs, okay? So let me, hopefully I think you can see my legs if I move back here a little bit. You'll set up the same way, okay? Hips are going to stay elevated. So watch my legs. I walk out, 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 and then back in. So 4 steps out, 4 steps in. It's getting your glute and hamstring. Good part of core stabilization. How far you walk, up to you. You'll see what works, okay? Hips are high, come with me. Walk right, left, then walk in, out. Lengthen as far as you want. Just make sure you can get back in, right? Now, this is super tough. We don't need to do very many reps. And I want you to work hard to keep your hips elevated. Real love. Okay, a few more to go. In. One more time, and we'll flip and do the plank that I missed. In. Whew. Right? I don't know about you, but I don't need many of those ones. Okay. I'm going to flip my mat this way so I can use it for my arms. Knees or toes, wrists under shoulders. This time we're going to go down and up, and then lead with your left arm. So you're dropping your elbows under your shoulder, and then wrists come up under your shoulder. Knees or toes, take it down and up. Now left arm, elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, elbow, elbow. Ooh. Ooh. Down, down, up, up. Do your best to keep the hip movement at a minimum. So maybe you put your knees down. We've done a lot of core work, so very normal for your core to feel very fatigued at this point. Ugh. We're just doing a few more. Last one, a little bit of core overload. So again, like our last plank, take your legs wide, push your hips back. Get to your feet, and then lift to stand. Benefit of having your towel on hand, if you need to use it to wipe your sweat, that works well too. Okay, back to your dumbbell. We're almost there, folks. We're going to do one more sequence. Then we'll stretch. So this time, we're going to take our lunge around the world. Most of the movements we've done, but I'm going to show you. Let me show you first without the dumbbell so you can see. So my right leg, I'll lunge forward. Remember, it can be a short stride like we practiced in the warm-up. Then we're going to go sideways like we practiced. Reverse, we practiced. And then a second reverse, or you can cross behind, keeping your hips forward, okay? So decide, 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, or no weight, right? That also was a good choice. This is our 5th set of legs, right? So right leg forward, come towards me. Now to the side, lateral lunge. It can be a small hip shift. Now reverse lunge, right leg back. Either a reverse again or a crossover. Now left leg comes to me. To the side, lateral. Now reverse. Notice every time I step back in, my feet stay hip distance. Cross or reverse. Right leg again. Come forward. Now to the side, lateral, and reverse. Cross behind. We won't do many sets because there's a lot in each set, right? Left leg, lateral, and reverse. Drop your knee towards the ground. Reverse or crossover. Okay, let's go one more time around the world. Push back. Lateral lunge. Now reverse. And cross behind. Left leg comes forward. Lateral. Now reverse. And cross behind. Good. Okay. I'm going to tuck my dumbbell out of the way. One more time. Grab your towel. We're going to put a bunch of things together. And then again, you find your happy place. So we'll tip. One leg can come up or not as you reach overhead like we did already. Then we're going to do a high row and pull to the crown of your head. And then I'll reverse it. So let me show you what that looks like. Tip, lift, pull. 2 rows while we balance. Then retrace your steps. It could look like this, right? Toe down. It could also look like this. If you want to keep both feet grounded, that works as well. Okay? So you've seen all sorts of variations. I want you to pick the one that will help you to make it to the end of the workout, knowing this is our last set of this style of work. You're pulling right to the crown of your head, sliding your shoulder blades down towards your imaginary back pockets. Pull. Remember how your heel, if you're lifting your leg, lifts towards the ceiling. 5 toes point to the ground. We don't need to do many because it's a fully integrated movement. Lots of different body parts working simultaneously. All right, let's do 4 more in total. Pull. Slide lift. Pull. Final 2. Oh, okay. I don't know about you, but I am done. Oh, I'm cooked. Put a fork in me. Oh. One more planking movement. One more. Then I'll switch up the music. And since we have our towels and our straps handy, we'll use them to help us stretch. A little more dynamic. Actually, no. Come to a hover. So you're on your forearms. Tushes down flat or level, right? So instead of tush up high, see if you can flatten it. If not, come into a complete kind of square and that's fine, right? Knees or toes. Here's where we're headed. We're gonna, one arm out at a time. I think I need my knees down, folks. We've done a lot of work today. We don't need many. Oh, I love this song as well. Almost like you're just sliding one hand out. Now, you could also hold your plank or hover if you've had enough of this dynamic style of movement. Just 4 to go. If you want more, keep going as I change the music. For me, I'm done. Oh, you can come down. Oh. And I'm just going to switch up the music. something better for stretching. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so I'm going to turn my mat to give you a better view of what's happening. Just flip yourself around. Start by hugging your knees into your chest. Just a little rock side to side to release your back. Oh, thank you so much for joining me today. I know we'd much prefer to be together at the Boulevard, but we're once again doing our part, right, to keep everyone safe so we can get back to our activities soon, get our kids back at school and hockey. And so take your towel or your strap or your band or whatever, your scarf, put it around the ball of your right foot. Left leg can be bent or straight. Right leg can be bent. I want your hips and shoulders down and just pull down, slide your toes towards you. My hope is that we'll be back together soon, but very grateful that we do have this opportunity to continue to connect, work out together. Because I know how important it's not the physical. I mean, that's important, but it's the mental health for me of moving my body, having something or someone to be accountable to. So now grab the towel with your left hand and pull across the center line of your body. See if you can keep your tush down. So I'm going to give you a front view. So instead of letting your body twist, I want you to resist that so you get a good stretch right down the side of your leg. These are some of my absolute favorite stretches. Using the towel or a yoga strap, whatever you have, works. Now put the towel in your right hand and open wide. Your other leg will likely bend. Otherwise, you're going to kind of flop to the ground to counterbalance. Oh, I hear my son moving around. Maybe oh no, recess isn't supposed to be till 10:30. So now we're going to switch legs. Put the towel around your left ball of foot. Straight or bent right leg, it doesn't matter. What feels good for you? Remember, this knee can be bent so that you can keep your hips and shoulders and head grounded. Pull down, and then maybe a little shift, and I get this really fantastic stretch down the whole back side of my leg. Oh, you know what? I don't like the song that's coming on next, so you keep holding your stretch. I mean, I like it, but it's not suited for this time in the workout. Okay, grab the towel with your right hand as you pull across. Again, getting the quote unquote outer edge of your leg, right? Now, I know it's freezing out, but the sun's supposed to be shining later. Still good to get a little daylight, a little fresh air. Just dress warm, get some sunshine on your face. Let's switch. So good. There's not a chance I would have gone out this morning if I didn't have a dog. And then it was so good. She loved it. And I got out in the fresh air, chatted with some other dog walkers. Now remove your towel, knees together, drop them to the right side, stacking your knees and hips, and then open your chest to the ceiling. You can even look to the left. Then change sides, stack your knees and hips, open your chest. Trying to get your shoulder blade close to your mat, but don't worry if it doesn't touch. It depends on the time of day. I'm much better. I'm much closer now because my body is warm. Now roll towards your legs and just use your arms to push yourself up and come sit comfortably. So maybe you're in a butterfly position, maybe you're sitting cross-legged, depends on your hips, Reach your right arm up. Take a big breath. So lift your ribs. Then exhale and lean. Let's switch sides. Inhale, lift your ribs up off your hip bone. Exhale. Inhale. This time use your leg as a prop. Exhale, spin around. And inhale. Exhale, go the other way. Think of drawing your belly button in to spin a little further. As you unravel, take one glorious big breath in. Exhale. And set your shoulders. Amazing. I'm going to come in close to the computer. Stop the music. Stop the recording. That way, if you have any questions or anything for me, I'm here and ready to answer them. Thanks for anyone who's watching the recording after the fact. Okay.